Hey, what's up, guys? This is Bombshell Rae and the Titus podcast, brought to you today by Harrys.com, HARRYS.com. Go there and use promo code Titus to get $5 off your first order. And now, here with the Armageddon update, Christopher Titus!
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. And today the world is an amazing place full of hope, joy, and unicorn flatulence, making people happy moment by moment. Our world is problem-free and devoid of pain. Ha ha! Well, at least today. To all of you who have listened to this podcast and know the various characters, real and imagined, that live on this cybercast that lives in our brain, one of our real characters, Bombshell, has been through hell and back in the last year and a half, diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, which in most cases is pretty much a death sentence, especially if you get treatment at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. When we found out that Mom was sick, we went through the whole gamut of emotions, from sadness to anger, to sad anger, fury, and then psychotic depression. We were told by Cancer Treatment Centers of America that she had 5 months to a year, and there was really nothing they could do. They sold us hope and then took a big steaming shit on us. You know, we all want to believe that doctors know what to do when we are face to face with the Grim Reaper. We hope that they step in and prescribe the miracle cure that will negate all the horrible things we have abused our bodies with over the years. Smokers think a lung transplant will fix it. A 500-pound human believes that they can switch to salad and their aorta will forgive them for the constant and prolonged abuse. We put our faith in these doctors, and most of the time, they let us down. Now, the docs at CTCA were no different. They blew out our souls when they told Bombshell and the whole family she was going to die, and there was nothing they could do. Well, thank God I'm an asshole. After hearing the doctor rape all the hope from the whole family with a couple of sentences, we decided to give CTCA the high hard one and find a place that could actually cure our mother. Bombshell found a doctor at UCLA, and he's one of the leading pancreatic cancer specialists on the planet. So we get Bombshell in there, and she went through hell, people. 14 months of chemo, being bald, and we made her eat healthy. Oh, and she hated us for it. But on Tuesday this week, we got a call, and we're told that Bombshell is currently cancer-free. You heard me. No living cancer cells in her body. In 16 months, with her incredible courage and busting her ass, and Bombshell and I totally being up her ass, we took a 5 by 3 centimeter tumor down to nothing, cured. Now, had we listened to the doctors at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, we would be mourning her right now. Bombshell would be randomly crying because of losing her mother, instead of crying tears of joy because we have Mom around to tell us everything we're still doing wrong. So to all of you who sent your prayers and your thoughts, who sent her words of encouragement, thank you. We would actually read them to her, and it always made her smile. And to the doctors at CTCA, Dr. Kimka and Dr. Whitehead, who got us in the room by grifting us with hope and then took it all away, you guys can suck it. You're medical hacks who have no business dealing with a human being. And I want you to know that you were wrong, doctors. Not only did Bombshell not die, she is now cancer-free. So you medical professionals, do me a favor. Quit. Get out of the medical field into another profession where you can be an arrogant asswipe who is always wrong. How do you do that? Run for Congress. You guys will fit right in. I know, that was too easy. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. How are you guys doing? Today is a good day. If you heard the Armageddon Update, you know that we have amazing news. With me, as always, to the right, the beautiful and lovely Bombshell Rae.
What's up, people?
And over there to my left is a new guest. I think we've only had 4 or 5 guests total on the podcast. A good friend of ours, and a nutritionist, and a ex-Hawaiian Tropic model, Amber Thompson.
Thank you. Good to finally be here.
Yeah.
And a personal trainer.
And she's a personal trainer, too. Yeah, she'll make your booty bounce. I think that's on the T-shirts.
No, but it should be.
Right? I just come with a new thing. So, Amber...
Already out of the gate, she's got attitude. I like it.
I like it. Well, that's why she's our friend. So, Amber, you were a Hawaiian Tropic model for how long? You would tour around and just...
I did that probably for about 7 years.
That's really a bogus gig, isn't it? That's a bimbo gig.
No,
I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah, you're right.
Let's not call it.
Are you proud of it, or are you? Is it something that you would rather not discuss?
Proud Proud is, I don't know.
Proud is a big
sure
word.
that's
Proud's a big word.
I'm not sure if that's the word I would describe.
But it was
a good gig.
I don't mind.
You're not in reality whenever you do Hawaiian Tropic. It's
I don't mind I wouldn't mind a bimbo gig at all. You know, where you just get to be pretty. I wouldn't mind a bimbo gig. Just go, you stand and, like, at a car show and just talk about the car for an hour. I wouldn't.
She
mind.
wasn't just pretty. Okay,
I'm sorry. You also doing the breaking the codes, Hawaiian Tropic on the side, the Hawaiian Tropic break the German codes.
Mixing the oil in the garage, dumping it into the bottles.
Yeah,
no, they're really all the Hawaiian Tropic models.
Brilliant.
They're
a group of brilliant women.
They're just spies, really.
Most of them actually went on to get their PhDs.
Exactly.
And
that's why they were on the tour.
Save babies. Okay,
saving babies.
Name one.
Well, you don't know Hawaiian Tropic girls. I mean,
okay. Well, how many could you name
we
right
know
now?
You.
Yeah, you do.
So, I mean, it's just a weird. You know, look, as a guy, here's the thing. All your life, you know, a car guy. So you're in the garages, and guys got the posters up and the calendars, and you look at those guys like, what is your life like as a Hawaiian Tropic girl when you were doing that? Because you're not doing it anymore. Now she's a trainer, and she's not in a bimbo job at all, right?
I am not in a bimbo job.
I agree with that.
All.
I agree with you. You're not.
And she's not perky. She's got attitude.
Oh, she'll kick you in the balls.
She'll kick you in the balls.
A sec without even. Yeah. So what was it like? What did you get to do? You got on planes and you just traveled around?
Travel around.
Smelled
we
like
would do
coconut.
30 days in Mexico and go to, I mean, our life was nightlife. So we'd go to bars and restaurants and wear Hawaiian Tropic gear. And I was doing promotional modeling.
And really learn to hate men.
Why do you say that?
Because when they just be all over you guys all the time, it's like when you learn
get a lot of attention, for sure.
Oh. And some girls really like that. Some girls, but after a while, didn't it just get tiring?
Well, it definitely gets tiring. It's like being in a room full of people who don't know your name. It's like I used to call my mom and say, you know, I think if I drop dead, I'm pretty sure the party would continue.
I'm pretty sure, too. I think
sure.
it did, actually.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure nobody would care.
Hawaiian Tropic is over, though.
Hawaiian Tropic girls are over. Hawaiian Tropic was bought by Banana Boat because the owner and founder was bankrupt, so he sold the company. I think for $112 million or something, so he's probably good now.
Wow.
Now, did the owner come on the trips?
Look that up because I don't know how much he sold it for.
And was he?
Oh, yeah,
I imagine that he was 75.
The whole thing was Ron Rice.
And
he just wanted to be. We called him Hillbilly Hugh.
Okay,
he was basically
that's what I pictured.
A hillbilly Hugh Hefner.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
just goes to show if you have enough money.
Yeah, and so then you left that, and you got your certification in training.
Yep.
Right, and now you just got your certification in nutrition.
Plant-based nutrition, yeah.
Plant-based nutrition. So explain to me why that's so important.
Well, plant-based nutrition, I got my certification
because there's no Cheeto plant-based nutrition thing. You can't get like Cheeto-based or anything.
This is low-fat. High fiber, so the only place that you can get fiber is from fruits and vegetables, right? So, yeah, low fat, high fiber, and, well, grains. Look at Rachel. What are you talking about? You are
I object.
Up.
That is misinformation.
So we were thinking, because we want to talk about kind of mom curing cancer, and I think it was a group effort, and a faith-based effort a lot of time, and an attitude-based effort because she changed her attitude. When she first moved in, it was horrible. Cancer treatment centers of America were just like honestly, we've talked about it before, but it was the worst experience I think I've ever had at a medical facility. You know, and I was just getting phone calls.
I was going to say,
Ray was
you
there.
weren't even there.
Yeah, I was there for a little bit, but Rachel was there, and Rachel, like the time when they said they were trying to give her a catheter, and they said, no, put it in the other hole. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't think that my doctor should use words that a trucker would use phrases that a trucker would use. Put it in the other hole. Like, I still don't know. What other hole? If a catheter, you know where a catheter goes. If it doesn't work and someone says, well, try the other hole, and they're down there at the time and there's 8 of them.
We shouldn't even be laughing at that.
What other
what hole?
It's okay now because mom's fine, but
yeah.
it's okay now. But at what point? That's what I just said. I said, "Excuse me, is there another hole? Because something else is wrong then if there's another hole.
I'm pretty sure I was there for every day of sex education. I was there with my journal and my big red marker. It was very serious for me. I paid attention when people talked about penises, and they never said anything. There's one hole. It's just the one, right? Well, I mean, except for the other one.
Just to be clear, that Rachel's mother doesn't have a
glory
penis.
Hole.
Yeah.
No, right. No. She does have a penis. Yeah, I segued into penis.
Yeah, well, as you mostly do.
That's my T-shirt. I segue into penis.
Oh my goodness.
Amber's too.
Yeah. So she was there. We got her out of there. We get to this guy. Ray finds this guy, Dr. Isaacoff, and we lucky. We had her at a moment when she was so weak and she had pancreatic cancer. It was really messing her up that she pretty much ate what we gave her.
She had to.
Yeah. So we
with
had
attitude.
Yeah.
Not as much then. She was more weak and compliant and dependent on me, so she couldn't even really climb the stairs to the kitchen then in the early days. And so I would bring her every meal, and so she would just eat it. Yeah, there were some complaints, but it got worse. As she got more strength, she got more attitude.
As we cured her,
yeah.
she stopped taking the cure.
Well, you guys both read the China study, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I skimmed it. Let's say I took the cliff notes on it.
He perused.
But when I did read, scared me. So people, if you don't know what the China study is, the China study was a 28-year study done by 27 years. Then you had to write the book. So it's 28?
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying.
Sorry. Well, it's not valid if it's only 27 years. If you only spent over 2.5 decades instead of almost 3, I don't think this study is even valid. Explain what the China study was. You've done some research into it.
Yeah, it was a study done on animal protein. So he studied it every way possible.
Right. Then he find some kids in Singapore. They were having this problem because all these kids were coming out with cancer. So we went down there thinking it was like dioxin or some sort of chemical.
Well, he was thinking that the Philippines. He was thinking that it would be the poor kids that would have cancer, and he found it was the opposite. It was the kids that were wealthy enough to have protein, milk, eggs, and mainly what they were eating were milk and eggs and meat. And those were the kids with cancer. And the kids that were on a plant-based diet, basically because they were poor, were healthy. Because
everyone was being exposed to this carcinogen.
Right.
But that was what was creating the cancer. But I think
So they thought it was like a local factory or pollution that was giving these kids cancer. Then when he actually got into it, he found out that the poor kids were fine and that the rich kids were being killed off.
The kids that weren't eating the animal-based protein so regularly, their body, I think what I am starting to think it is alkalinity, right? Versus acidity.
pH balance,
right.
It has a lot to do with it.
So if you create an alkaline environment in your body, then that's an environment that cancer can't live or grow in.
So if I've turned my body into a battery of some sort, like an alkaline, is that what a battery? See, I'm trying not to make this sound like NPR, so let's just move on.
Hi, welcome to NPR.
So the alkalinity of your body will make a big. Thank you. So let me be clear. So and like there's all these like cow's milk has like this really high pH. It's really alkaline.
It's extremely
for your body.
acidic.
It's bad.
It's
that's why people
acidic.
And that's why people have like all these problems with milk. And then you've got meat, which is like it has to break down on your body. Basically, it has to ferment and rot in your body. That's how it gets out. So that creates more acidity. So all this acidity basically creates cancer. And he proved this. Like he was giving mice cancer and taking it away. Giving mice cancer, taking it away.
Absolutely.
Like I don't mean he was going through mice. I mean he was giving one mouse cancer.
100 weeks.
Right.
And the mice. So the mice that he would put on 20% protein and keep them there, they wouldn't even make it to the end of the 100 weeks. The mice that he would put on 20%, the tumors would grow, and then he could take it away. It was like switching on and off. The tumor would grow, he'd take the 20% down to 5%, and the tumor would start to shrink.
Instant. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the China study, just to be clear, was actually people.
Yeah.
He then progressed to people.
Chinese people?
How did you figure
I'm just
that
guessing.
out?
I'm just guessing.
Who's a smart boy?
I know there's a country named China, so I was hoping.
Brilliant.
So that's what he did. So then he went to people. Did he do the same thing? They had cancer, he took it away?
Turn it on and off. Same thing.
Who volunteered
Turn
for
it on
that?
and off.
Hey, I've got cancer. Don't worry. Eat this cauliflower. No, I have cancer. Send me some broccoli. Here's a Brussels sprout. Shut up.
But don't make it sound like
Keep
that's
eating
all
Brussels
you can
sprouts.
eat. It
Keep-
can actually be really yummy.
okay.
You know that.
Oh, I don't have cancer anymore. There you go. You want a steak? Here's a steak. I have cancer again. Here's a Brussels sprout. Is that what happened? It just went back up. Because I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that test group. How much am I getting paid for this? It's China. You're not getting paid anything. Shut up and get cancer and have it taken away. It just seems like a weird study, but it worked, right? He basically proved that you could actually control the alkalinity in your body. You could actually give cancer and take it away. Now, there's a lot of people that say, especially in our life, because we brought this up to people, and Mom, we're like, listen, the China study proves it doesn't prove anything. It's only 27 years. Really? 20?
No, she said you have no scientific evidence. And we were saying, no, that is scientific. That's what it is. It's actually a study.
Well,
He's a scientist.
it's a doctor and a scientist, and he studied
Published studies.
He had control groups, and he proved with science that you could take cancer with.
And then a lot of other universities and science
Well, I don't believe that. That's what they say.
research teams picked up aspects of the study, and even in Santa Barbara, and performed tests and had similar results. But the thing was, he grew up on a dairy farm.
Yep.
So
And his dad died from heart disease.
Yeah, and he kind of wanted to hide the results at first. He didn't believe it. He didn't think
Because
this
it would
was
close
possible.
down the farm.
Just because he grew
Millions
up
will
thinking
die, but the farm will continue on.
that's how you get strong
He's
and
a
healthy.
doctor, and I mean, you think about how he's making his money. He's making his money from selling prescription medications, right? Or for prescribing meds and for doing surgeries.
So I found a cure for cancer. It turns out it's beets, and
Man, I'm
we
not
can't.
gonna-
Yeah, we
I'm
can't
gonna live in a
patent.
shack.
We can't patent beets. There's plenty of other diseases. This is-
there's
But
the problem.
all the other diseases can be solved. I mean, can be reversed or prevented with
Nutrition.
plant-based diet. Also, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, this
And he
and,
went on to prove that.
and
also.
this is why when you look at Chinese medicine, 5,000 people go, oh, Chinese medicine. I'm not going to go to an herbalist. Really, it's only 5,000 years old and hasn't died off. Jesus is only a couple thousand years old. So these guys have been around for 5,000 years and proved that they could actually cure you with this kind of stuff.
Right.
So it bothers me when we see companies like Pfizer and Merck and all these other companies making so much money. Dr. Isaacoff, we talked about this before too, took one of the companies to court.
That's right.
And literally got their patent pulled for 3 years.
He was expert witness for one of the chemo drug companies.
And that was the
Again,
largest-
not for, but against
Gemcitabine.
gemcitabine.
Gemcitabine. I can't even say it.
Say it fast and it doesn't matter.
Gemcitabine.
That's
I
what
said
she
bean at
does.
that, yeah.
That's what I do.
She mumbles through big words. Taco.
That gets you
What?
through.
So here's the interesting thing, because you said it, is that you can't patent a beet.
Right.
And that's why, if you wonder why Amber has so much problem, trying to convince people, or I have a problem trying to convince even my own mom, it's because nobody's promoting it, because nobody makes money off of that.
Right.
The people that are promoting it are the people that actually care about people and the planet and health, but you have all these drug companies. Welcome to Conspiracy Hour with Rachel.
Yeah, and the other problem is there's nobody funding a plant-based nutrition research. Right?
Do you know why?
There's no one funding that.
Because if you give
People-
money to that, you're not getting any money back. There's no
Exactly.
return.
There's
no
no
return
return in
on. There's no return on salad. Turns out salad fixed it. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, and then
That's a
think
bitch.
about all the money that the dairy industry is. I mean,
Right.
it's going to lose. Everyone is
We're all
losing
gonna
out.
die in suspicious one-car accidents. You know that, right?
Of course.
Yeah. But this is the truth. So this guy proved for 27 years that he could actually stop cancer with nutrition. And there's been a lot of, I've read some things about this guy's a quack. This guy's, how is he a quack if he cured it? And
You read that he was a quack?
Yeah, people were saying,
yeah,
and people are very, very anti this thing. No one's going to promote this either. No one's going to promote the China study except for us.
I've
in this
never
silly
read
podcast.
anything about him specifically saying that he's a
No,
quack.
me either.
Not he. No comments. This guy. It's from the medical community. It's not from people. People are like, oh, this is a great idea. Isn't it amazing that because I always say this, we have gone, everyone hold on to their butts. I am now vegan, and I have not been eating
Look
meat.
how proud she looks.
I have not been eating meat, and I have to be honest. I haven't stopped drinking Pinot Noir, and yet I feel better now. Like I don't like my hangovers. There's not. I don't.
All right,
Christopher
let's
Titus
get drunk.
Yeah,
promotes veganism.
Like I'm trying to let people know that if you're out
that
there
you can be an alcoholic.
and be healthy at the same time.
And be
That's what
healthy at
I'm
the same
saying.
time.
My dad was drinking and eating pork rinds. Me, I'm eating salad and quinoa and drinking the Pinot Noir. Feeling feeling pretty good. That's all I'm saying. So it has changed my energy. We just filmed this movie, Special Unit, and we went pure vegan. Like I didn't the whole time. I didn't eat any meat. And I have to be honest with you. I was getting enough sleep. I was getting at least 7 hours of sleep, and I was just eating those meals. And I was on fire. My energy was up. Someone told Mike Birbiglia said it's going to be the hardest thing you ever do doing this movie, and it wasn't. It was of joy.
Yeah.
Except when some of the psychopath people on the crew pissed me off. But everybody else was fine. But I mean, I have never felt better. Mm-hmm. Now my question is this, because my trainer, Alvin Presto, a great guy by the way, who's doing the forum this weekend.
That's amazing.
He starts it on Friday.
He's not as good as Amber.
He's not as good as Amber, because Amber's here. And so he's been giving me crap about it. You're not dropping weight because you don't have animal proteins. You're not building muscle because you don't have animal proteins. You're not blah blah because you animal proteins. And as he's chewing on a cow leg, he's telling me that, and that is true, right? I'm not gonna put on a lot of weight.
It's true, and I mean.
And I'm going to be
Colin Campbell's argument with that is that we don't need that extra muscle mass, and that actually can create problems later in our life also. So, because...
Oh, yeah, it makes you dumb. We had this guy in the movie. Everybody knock it off.
Hey,
Everybody knock it off.
We can't even talk about that.
He was great, but he just...
I would say that your trainer before Presto, John, was a vegan, and he was huge.
Ripped. No, he was not huge. He was that gymnast ripped. Wasn't big, but man, was he ripped.
There's plenty of vegan athletes that are ripped.
Yeah.
It's just
a lot.
So, yeah, but they don't drink Pinot Noir. Maybe that's my problem.
Not.
Probably that's my problem right there.
Probably not.
That's all. It's just sugar.
I don't think it's a problem.
It's not a problem yet.
I don't think it's a problem.
Wink.
No, you're fine. Let's continue that. It's a good thing.
Don't take it away. That's all I have left.
But they're probably in the gym every single day.
So So it is possible, because I did get Presto. I wouldn't back off this, and Presto, he kept saying, all right, fine. And he brought in a picture of this dude who was a full-on bodybuilder and was pure vegan. And he was ripped, but he had to do some, like he upped his plant-based proteins up so high. He was,
Yeah. I'm committed to
He's probably in the
figuring it out.
bathroom all the time. He's probably in the bathroom constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Is that a problem?
Oh man, since I switched to veganism, I have cracked up some spackle and paste. I have.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what color that is, but I know
smoothie
it's
issues.
Yeah, smoothie issues. Yeah, smoothie issues. Ha ha! She told you about that. So
you were. She was there.
That's right.
Pinot Noir.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I get up, take my kids to school one morning, and Bombshell makes me a green smoothie. It's got every vegetable you can possibly put in it. They're so good.
It's where you just throw vegetables and pears into a blender and blend it. It's,
Yeah.
it's hardcore fiber.
Making them taste
Doesn't
good.
she?
She really does, because mine just comes out brown. It looks I'm like, I don't care. I'll do it anyway.
Your smoothies. It's the grit that I mind. You should probably wash the vegetables. That's not the point. The point is that she makes these smoothies, and so I take one, and I take it in the car, and I take the kids to school, and let's just say they're really supercharged active smoothies. There's active enzymes in them, and the active enzymes got into my lower intestine and started having
tickling. They started tickling.
It was a rumble. There was a rumble. There was some sort of a rumble. It was like West Side Story. The na 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 na, and they had a fight. And so I'm driving back home. I dropped the kids off, and I realize I'm about to shit myself, and I hit the door, and Richard goes, blah blah. I got smoothie issues.
Yeah, you were tense too.
Yes, I was. That's how you keep
You were
it
on
in.
lockdown.
Yeah, it was. Everything was locked down.
Hot foot.
So she wanted to talk to me, and I said, no, I have smoothie issues.
I feel like once you become vegan, like the quality of your day depends on the quantity of your bowel movement.
My
It's like there's a direct correlation.
That was before I was vegan too. I mean, you don't feel good if you right. You
If you're
just
full
don't
of shit.
feel good.
If you're full of shit, you don't feel good. That is true. That is true. That is true.
I sent her a meme today that said good friends talk about sex and best friends talk about poop.
There you go.
And here we all are.
Look at
and
us.
I said, speaking of those detox pills.
Oh, man.
And then she
Kimberly
started talking
Snyder
about
for a
it.
second.
So what do we do then? So how do people? Because there's a lot of people that just flat out, and we've met them. They're in our family. You shouldn't. We said read the China study. They're like, don't want to read the China study as they're grilling a steak.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry.
Look.
So what do we tell them?
I don't expect the world to become vegan. I just think we need to eat less meat as a country, as a nation. We need to eat less meat.
If you want to live, eat a salad.
Seriously.
It's actually
even the nutrition certification that I just finished, they're not saying stop eating meat.
Just 5% or
They're
less.
saying 10% of your diet should come from animal protein. If you don't want to cut it out completely, 10%.
And that includes eggs and cheese, which no one includes. Makes me crazy. Everywhere we go, it's vegan, and it's got cheese and butter.
And butter, yeah. No.
But 10%, and part of the thing is that if you look at other countries that are typically healthier than we are, we have the highest incidences of all of these disease, heart disease, diabetes, childhood diabetes, everything like that, right?
We're number one. USA.
Of course.
USA.
Obesity.
USA. No, Mexico beat us. Mexico finally beat us in obesity.
But you look at the difference with our country and those countries is that there's this idea here that you have to eat these massive quantities of meat, like the supersize and the Big Mac, and now it's a double quarter pounder with cheese or whatever. We're the only country that does that.
My children were driving home the other day, and they were talking about there's a Whataburger or something.
That's in Texas.
Is it? Or something. No, where they basically have, it's here in town because Kenny was talking about it.
Oh.
They basically put a picture, if you eat this 6-patty burger, they put a picture of you on the wall. I think in remembrance. They put your birth date and then just waiting still. And 6 patties of meat. I have to admit, I am a guy's guy, a car guy. I loved my burgers, and I have to be honest, since I stopped, I have never felt better. It's crazy. Someone been commenting on my skin too. Dude, your skin looks totally different. You're a dude. I know, dude.
You mean
look
dudes
really
talk about that
man.
with each other?
No, they're like, what'd you do, man? You younger? What's going on, bro?
Aww.
Stopped eating meat, fag. That's what happens. That's how guys work.
You
notice my skin, dude.
Where do you get your protein?
So where do I get my protein? Honestly,
you get it from beans. You get it from spinach. Quinoa has complete protein. Buckwheat has complete protein.
I like the quinoa. I'm digging the quinoa. Spinach, I like it too when it's cooked right.
Spinach in a smoothie is awesome. What else? Nuts?
Nuts have protein. Yep.
But not a lot.
Well, we only need 10%.
Total. But it's not animal protein, so because it's plant-based, it's not going to hurt us.
No, but even that, he says that we don't need to eat. I mean, because he promotes a low-fat diet, so don't eat a ton of nuts.
So we should all look like David Bowie at his peak, is what you're saying.
No.
Just really skinny and cool and not into meat.
We need a. It's so weird to talk and not be able to show pictures.
My little China study.
Oh, she wants to do visual aids.
What?
Let's show some photos of vegan athletes.
Okay.
Well, we can put those. We can have Fetus put those on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it just the animal protein? Why does it thin you out so much? What does it do?
Because it's lean. I mean,
but it also makes your body go into thermogenics, which cranks your metabolism up because your body kind of goes, oh, this is acidic. We got to get rid of this, and it starts trying to work on it, right? So eating meat will help burn fat, but you're going to die sooner.
You can lean out, I would say, more quickly with animal protein. I mean, you'll notice a difference. We were just talking about that today.
Your skin tightens up.
Yeah.
Really
and she had someone at the gym tell her that, but I started eating turkey and I tightened up instantly. But you're dying. You're actually shriveling.
You're dying. You're not tightening up. Let's call it shriveling. I like that. Tightening sounds like something good is happening. Shriveling is a much better word. Yeah, eat some meat, shrivel up and die.
Shrivel up and die.
Yeah, there you go. That's a billboard.
I just think, most importantly, my mom has no live cancer in her body.
I was about to say this. So here's what's amazing. Now you think whenever I tell people she has pancreatic, as you've talked about too, people freak.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I'm like, no, she got no live cancer. And they go, really? She should be dead.
Do you know what though? When they say really, I have had so many people look at me like I'm retarded. Like they think that I'm just believing something that some made up doctor.
They start talking to you like you're like, yeah.
It doesn't happen.
No, pancreatic's a death sentence. It's cute, though, that you think she's going to be okay. She's dying. Thanks. You've been really positive.
People,
nice
like, they
you.
pat me on the head, and I find myself saying, no, really, I saw a scan, which I totally didn't see a scan. I'm just making that up to prove my point, you know?
But you've seen scans.
Yeah, we know that.
I've seen scans, and I know that, you know, they're starting the next steps with her. They're ablating her liver, and then she became a candidate for the Whipple surgery, which is not as fun as it sounds.
No,
and
it does sound like a ride.
The Whipple.
What are you doing? We're going on the Whipple. Woo! But basically, they cut you open and take out part of your pancreas, part of your lower intestine,
gallbladder, spleen,
and then reconnect it all.
Sew it all back together.
That's the part I didn't get. Like, and I heard about this thing, and I was hoping she wasn't getting it. I didn't know. They don't just cut it out and leave it hanging. They actually can reconnect it.
I love that you thought they just left it dangling.
I thought they just. You know what I thought it was? I thought they just went and they ripped out a whole bunch of stuff. They took your spleen, pancreas, gallbladder.
But you still have to.
I don't. You know.
You still got to connect your throat to your asshole.
Stand-up comedian, not a smart guy.
It's
Never
gotta
said
go
I was.
in here.
Stand-up comedian.
And come out your asshole. Gotta go in. Go. How do you? There's got to be. How do you think?
Thought it just filled up. I don't know.
As much as you love pooping, I would think
I don't love pooping.
that you might have thought through that.
I'm a connoisseur.
You dabble.
Dabble.
We're gonna have to take a break.
This is great.
I think we've just proven that we're actually younger than Amber.
Yeah. We're 4-year-olds.
Emotionally, much less mature than you.
So it wasn't a big, because even if you have, like, I'll eat salmon too. I guess I'm not total vegan because I eat salmon. That's
You're
not
definitely not total vegan then.
I'm not orthodox. Let's just say I'm not orthodox vegan.
You're not orthodox, but honestly,
You're
I
not
mean,
vegan at all. You're pescatarian. But yeah.
Pescatarian?
wow, he got offended. He went, "Whoa,
Yeah, no.
whoa,
I
what
don't-
does that mean?"
If you
I do
want
not
to
believe.
cross over
No,
into the
I do
vegan world,
not
you
believe
have to not eat fish.
Jesus ate turkey. What is a What's a Presbyterian?
Presbyterian.
Okay, I just want everyone to know that part of why I hang out with Amber and why Christopher hangs out with Amber is she's so easy to make laugh. And as comedians, we're whores. And the first couple of times I worked out with her, I was like, I gotta hang out with this girl.
Yeah.
She laughs at everything I say. See?
There she goes. So
Explain to
I'm
him.
not going to be a Presbyterian. I prefer to. Although I'm a Lutheran.
Okay.
What?
Pescatarians eat fish, eggs, and cheese.
Ew.
Oh, I'm
Just
definitely.
they don't eat chicken.
What
They
if you don't
pork
eat eggs and
or
cheese,
red
but you
meat.
eat fish?
I don't know.
See?
You're still a pescatarian.
You're your own man in that case.
I'm a pescatarian. I didn't know what that means. Is that a bad thing? You said it with some snottiness.
She did.
A little bit. But you know what?
Oh, you're a pescatarian. Oh my God, we cannot hang out
Oh my
anymore.
God,
Oh my God.
it's so
You know,
bad.
it's going to be a war like the Sunnis and the Shia. the vegans and the pescatarians went at it. Why? Over chicken and fish.
It's only been 7 weeks since I've been vegan. Maybe this is my 8th week. So I was
Fully
a
vegan.
Yeah,
You were
fully
on- you
vegan.
were in and
I
out
was
before.
pescatarian for 8 years.
Yeah.
So everybody has their path.
Wow. Wow.
Retard.
What
did you hear the implied
I
loser?
did. Like, that was weird. That was like God. He go, don't worry. One day you will understand how wrong you were. One day, everyone has their
It
path.
happened when she went full vegan. She got a little snotty about it.
Yeah.
And tried to go sit at dinner somewhere with her.
I'm not that bad.
You're terrible. You're horrible.
Oh.
She's
What happens at
terrible.
dinner? What happens at dinner?
Oh,
it's
anything.
just fun for me. That's all. It's just
Everything. Don't even think that you're gonna put butter on anything.
Butter's alkaline too.
She'll just
Oh
reach
my
for
God.
it's animal.
What? Butter is pure,
But the
lard.
but I have to be honest. Like,
Now the bitch will sit on her couch at midnight drinking a bottle of wine with a spoon in a coconut butter jar, but
yeah, but don't touch the butter. Yeah,
because that's lard.
It's lard.
but coconut butter's fine. Wow.
Who's eating coconut butter? I don't eat coconut, but maybe almond butter.
You, that stuff that you gave me some, the art.
Oh, that cocoa bliss.
Now
Yeah.
she knows.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, your guys. It's interesting
You guys
to.
are killing me.
It's interesting to be on the other side of the drunk tweeting that goes back and forth between you guys in the middle of the night. Sometimes drunk tweeting, it'd be like, brr, brr, and you get, like, Bombshell getting this weird thing where she's just looking at her phone. Oh my God, look what she wrote. And I'm here and you're sitting at home by yourself on your 8th glass of wine, being a vegan, being a total vegan, a hammered vegan. Hammered vegan is really funny.
A hammered plant-based nutrition personal trainer.
Yeah.
You know, that's even better. I'm going to get a lot of clients from this.
You're just trying to get a lot of resveratrol.
Resveratrol.
Thank you.
You know what's great about her, though, as a trainer? I was thinking about this today because she is not like, so many people are. We're kidding like about you being, you are a little bit bitchy about being vegan, but you are fallible and you understand that everyone else is as well, and you're very understanding, and you will even in the moment adjust a workout based on that, how someone's feeling or what they like or what works or what might cause them injury. And it's really interesting because it's not like you're going and you're feeling really uncomfortable and a loser and looked down on like a lot of trainers do. You're actually like, you feel better when you leave.
Good.
Well, no,
that's mainly because I want you to like me. That's the main reason.
And now, now the history,
you to like me.
The family history comes out.
Exactly.
But that's fine. That works perfectly. It works perfectly. But
everybody wins.
Everybody wins, and your butt will look better.
Definitely.
By the way, I'm testament. I can testify to that.
Thank you.
No. Sorry. I had to make some noises.
No, go on. Don't stop.
People know what those noises mean. So how do people change? Because if I'm pescatarian, I do like to have like fish. I don't eat meat and red meat anymore at all. I do have fish once in a while.
Do you know?
I was going to say this. So there's a place here in LA in Studio City called Sun Cafe, and we go there all the time, and it is great. They make this. A lot of it's cashew based. Like they'll make a cashew butter that is just it's better than butter. Like it doesn't have that weird kind of acidic taste to it. It's just I love all that stuff.
Cashew cheese.
The cashew cheese is good too.
That's the thing. I think people get confused and they think, oh, you're just automatically healthy if you go vegan. Well, no. There's tons of things that are fattening for you too.
They make a mint shake over there that is 700 calories, and it is heaven.
It tastes better than a milkshake.
A lot of their food is like introduction to vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not real vegan? No?
Well, it is vegan, for sure. It's real vegan, but it's not necessarily like Rachel was saying. It's not
like
necessarily
It's
healthy.
like crack vegan.
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
They're just
comfort food vegan.
Hey, first one's free. Now have the shake. Enjoy it. It's cashew butter. Spread it on thick. Do it.
Spread it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I going to be healthy?
Sure you will. Let's go ahead.
I wanted to talk to Ron about that yesterday, but I didn't.
Yeah, thanks for not screwing that relationship up.
She does screw it. She'll go in and just annihilate people.
Why you're using agave?
Oh, she's very. This is the thing. Like used to when I was cool and had a life. I was, there were other things that I was upset about. I was upset that Havana nightclub didn't start opening until 10. All this, I was serious things. And now I find myself being totally indignant and pissed off with her over somebody serving agave nectar. Like what happened to me?
Yeah.
I find myself on a Saturday night in Whole Foods with a cart.
That was a great Saturday.
And you guys, and it's weird, arguing and getting pissed about the ingredients. I heard about this. Reading the ingredients on packaging, go, oh my God, this is bullshit.
This is bullshit. They're promoting it.
We're in high heels. We're dressed up. We're at Whole Foods. Welcome to your life.
But it's good, though. You're living healthy. Here's why. Your mother got pancreatic cancer and was given a death sentence by pretty much the first 5 doctors we saw, including the ones in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So I understand totally at one point when you start to realize, wow, I get to live on the planet longer. I get to be healthier, happier, and look younger longer. I'm in 100%. I got a career, man. I love doing what I do. I don't know. I want to imagine the last day I get to do stand-up comedy because I'm too old and I'm going to die. So I'm going to extend that. And if I can extend that by eating healthy, and honestly, there is people, I got to tell you, I'm not even trying to switch you guys because I don't want to be one of those asshole vegan people like Amber. I want to be one of those people that doesn't just like, because you guys can't see it, but the look on her face when she starts talking about this other stuff, it's like, wow, I wouldn't even want to go up against that. Like your next boyfriend, what are you eating? What is that? Oh, geez, here we go again. Just so you know, what we had last night after the show, after we left the Ontario Improv, by the way, great show, people. Thank you so much to the audience. We stopped by In-N-Out Burger.
Stop it.
And we had the grilled cheese. Double cheese.
You're not supposed to
double,
tell her.
Double tomato. Oh, no, I'm standing for myself. Listen, I'm not scared of her.
Oh, my God. She ate this too?
Double cheese.
Listen to her. You don't understand what's happening right now.
2 tomatoes. And and then I had
My
French.
heart is breaking.
And then oh my God, what happened? And then French fries.
With cheese on them.
No.
Ew.
Ew.
No.
She's going to equate this to me running over her dog. I'm telling you, this is something I'm going to pay for this.
What happened? You can't have that? I thought there was grilled cheese. There's no meat on it.
It's animal based. It's cheese.
And what do
Listen.
you think they put all over the bread to put it on the
Oil.
A onion. No, we
grill?
put
That's
we
what
put
it's called.
no. We mustard. Only mustard. They put all butter on it. They don't put butter on it.
Wasn't it crunchy and like
No.
grilled?
No.
They just put it on a piece of bread. That's
No. They just melt it and they put it on a hamburger bun. It looks like
it's on a
looks like
bun.
a hamburger bun except without the meat in it. That's all.
All right. Well.
Still white flour though. All right. Well, see, and then she walked out indignant. Oh, Rachel's gonna cry. Bombshell's like, no.
All that talk about you wanting to live long and
Prosper.
you know.
It
do
was.
this
He
for
did say this
the
is my
people.
cheat meal of the week.
I did.
We had a killer weekend in Ontario at the Improv.
Yeah,
actually.
thank you, the Improv. But just so you know, you guys have gotten into this because we had someone really close to us that was going to die, and now we've cured it. And for the biggest changes that Mom had were at the beginning when she was eating green smoothies every day and all plant based. And they took. Remember the first scan on that after she got to Dr. Isaacoff, the tumor went from like 5 centimeters to it shrunk to like 2 centimeters.
Oh,
or
the turning of the tide was in that first year where she was having lots and lots of fresh fruit, different colors, lots of greens. I mean, really, she was vegan vicariously at the time, and with some fish here and there. But yeah, I mean, I like fish. I don't eat fish a lot just because it's not readily available, but it's not something that I would give up. I love fish.
She was grumpy vegan for a while.
She was gross.
It was literally like she was prison camp vegan.
She's still grumpy about
She
vegan.
was definitely my inspiration to do the certification.
Right. So
Yeah.
now you got certified in this. So you know too much. That's why your attitude is so crappy about it.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. But
I would. Yes, you do. You do. Yes, I would, because you basically know that burger that I had, that grilled cheese thing at In-N-Out had. By the way, people, they're really good. If you don't really good, is that it's killing me.
Yeah, I don't care if you're mad at me. It was good. Damn it.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
I care so
Stop
much.
it. Don't go back and forth. Own it. Own it.
yeah, that's what you would tell us. To own it. Look at her face.
She's very upset. She knows. I guess what's gonna happen when I'm not around. It's gonna get
It was
ugly.
like, yeah, I went home last night and just went to sleep.
I did not say that.
But that was her attitude. That's how she acted.
Look at her. She's like
We were
vegan
texting.
CSI.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you.
Where
guys,
were you between 9:57 and 10:32?
Donut.
You didn't answer my
Donut.
text for approximately 41
Donut.
minutes.
Done it.
Is that
Cheese. Banana.
Tune in next week for Vegan CSI with Amber.
Hold on, someone's grilled a salmon. Get in here. The pescatarians are all over the place. Get in here. We need backup. Bring in the choppers.
Oh my god.
Oh, we can see the pescatarians down grilling. The vegans come up from the backside. Get everybody armed. Take them down. Stop throwing broccoli.
I was wondering what they were throwing. Broccoli.
I don't know. Sometimes this just goes off in weird places.
Vegan army just shows up
The
and tosses
vegan
the
army
salad.
just shows up.
What's your area of expertise, Captain Vegan?
Yeah, I toss salads. What? Do you want to rephrase that? Why?
No, because vegans they wouldn't get why that was funny.
Everyone should toss salads. Let's just be honest. If you want to be pure vegan, you're
We'll all
going to
be
be tossing.
happier.
You're going to be tossing salads every day. Like, so if you are not tossing salads, you're not living full
Boy,
out.
Amber took that to heart too, didn't she?
I'm glad this podcast on health has turned so horribly wrong.
But tell everybody how yummy my food is that I bring you guys.
So Amber has kicked in a little bit, and you're going to. So explain what's coming up next. Now you've gotten inspired. By the way, people, she took this thing called the Landmark Forum. We've talked about it before. What did you enjoy out of the Landmark Forum? Number one, what did you get?
Oh man, what did I get out of the Landmark Forum? Well, the Landmark Forum I felt like was more about me It was more what I got out of the advanced course to what I'm doing
So
now.
you became a narcissist.
No.
It's more about
Not
you.
about my past.
Oh,
and-
right.
Yeah.
So you
my
took the advanced course
childhood.
too. You finished the
The
advanced,
advanced
course,
course was more about learning to live for others.
too. Right.
Yeah.
And so you now have chosen to do what with that? With this nutrition?
To prevent and reverse disease, I want to help people learn that you can eat vegan. It can be healthy, still be tasting good.
Damn
It doesn't-
tasty.
Yeah,
Damn tasty.
Really,
No,
really tasty.
that's what I was shocked at.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start a meal delivery service
Really?
that is. Oh my gosh! Really?
Wow, what a good salesman you are. Totally pitching your product 100%.
I know.
Meals that heal, right?
Meals that heal.
And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take
Plant-based.
right? And you're going to take people. You're basically going to get people signed up. Say what is your problem? What's going on with you?
Right.
Do some research. Figure out what food would help them the most.
Exactly.
And then
So
you
there's meal plans for heart disease, for cancer, diabetes,
really.
hypertension, whatever your
How much chocolate is in the diabetes one?
probably none.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So make sure you.
Right? And chocolate's not vegan.
Here's the sad part about this.
No, but
is-
you can make vegan chocolate, which is, better
Wait,
than regular chocolate.
Did you
It
have
is
the fudge-
insane.
The fudge.
That
made?
chocolate fudge.
The first
Oh.
batch.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it's better. I've started experimenting because of this food delivery thing. I've just started playing with stuff, and I made vegan chocolate fudge. It was insane.
Let me say this: you guys are trying to whore a product here. Let me say from someone who's not whoring a product. I have never in my life, and I'm talking any kind of fudge. Any kind of fudge from any store in San Francisco on the street, Ghirardelli. I have never had a piece of fudge as good as that stuff you made. In fact, that's something we should post. That's a recipe we should post because man, was that good, creamy. Best fudge I ever had.
Really good.
And it was vegan. So I was
I don't
totally
even
getting
know how you
fat,
made
but
that.
totally without guilt.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. You don't have to suffer. That's the thing. Because I think everybody knows. I think I've been on the podcast and talked about how I feel about vegans.
You used to have to suffer. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, you if you were going to go vegan, it was ugly.
Vegans, like, they usually smell bad and they have no sense of humor.
That's right.
Hairy
Patchouli.
armpits. They drive a Prius. I think we've covered this.
Right.
So I really was sort of resistant to it. And then reading that
because
book.
you guys are a high heel wearing Tropic model, diesel jeans model. You guys are models, and you guys didn't want to be that. Smelling with hairy armpits.
Oh, I thought you meant a model. And so we started eating.
No. No, smelly with hairy armpits.
Yeah, but I just felt a little bit resistant to it. I always thought, like, vegan people, I think it was just the ones that I was running into, the ones that loudly proclaim that they're vegan. Like cool vegans, they don't.
Militant vegans.
Militant vegans. Yeah.
Exactly. Nazi vegans. We don't like Nazi vegans.
Not a fan. I'm not a
at
fan.
all. You will eat the salad, and you will toss the salad.
But you shouldn't eat chocolate every day.
She had to throw it in. See what I mean? Killjoy.
No, she just said not chocolate every day. She just said every day. That means
You shouldn't have it every day.
Every
that
day.
means
Vegan
chocolate, day off,
chocolate.
chocolate, day off, chocolate, day
Pinot
off,
Noir,
chocolate,
Pinot Noir,
day, Pinot Noir, yeah.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot.
Chocolate and Pinot Noir.
There you go. Oh, that's a good day.
Yum.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But more importantly, again, I just want to say mostly to everyone that has been listening and constantly, there's so many people constantly asking about Bombshell and checking in on her and telling me that they're praying for her. I have people at shows all the time. And we just
Tweets all
wanted
the
to
time,
thank
tweets.
you. Yeah, it really did make a difference for her. We really did read her all of the things that people sent in and people tweeted. Even this week when I tweeted about her PET scan, every response that we got, I read to her at her celebration dinner.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it made such a big difference to have a big community of people that cared and jumped in and supported her. Even Amber was delivering food and smoothies over her balcony to her,
Yeah.
So I just wanted to thank everybody. We're definitely living a miracle right now. And
Well,
there's a lot more to go, so keep praying.
Well,
but,
I got to say this is that, well, I mean,
and we're going to have her on, too.
when they said the PET scan, it was totally clear, no live cancer cells. That's amazing. Amazing.
incredible.
Even the lymphatic tissue that was around the pancreas that was still there, that was dead, but it was cancerous, is gone now. which means that this guy, Dr. Isaacoff at UCLA, if anyone in your family has a problem.
He's not at UCLA.
Nowhere's yet.
He's if you look up William Isaacoff, if you know anyone, and he doesn't just treat pancreatic, he treats mostly intestinal, but he does treat breast cancers and things like that, especially advanced stage. He's saving people from all kinds of cancers. He was actually a hematologist originally. And I think that has something to do with how good he is, because he understands the blood and how it works and reacts.
Yeah, they also don't like the pescatarians, the hematologists. Between the vegans, the hematologists, and the pescatarians, I believe we have a war. I think we need to work it out. It's going to be like Syria all over again.
We need to work it out.
What do pescatarians do? What is their weapon of choice?
Well, pesky. We're pesky, number one. We're kind of annoying. It's right in there.
You just poke.
Yeah.
Poke.
Wow. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Where do you want to go?
Are a
Can I go? Can I sit next to you?
You are.
I am a pescatarian.
The great thing about Amber is you call her your little sister, and man, does she take that on. She finds out, like most people are offended sometimes by you when you get mad or because you just say things sometimes. I think everyone that listens to the podcast is aware that sometimes you'll just say exactly how you feel.
I'm clear all the time. Let's just be very.
She finds out what bugs you so that she can do it.
Yeah. She's it's just like a little sister.
She thinks it's hilarious when you get mad.
I know. She doesn't even get. That's the weird thing is that I'm in the living room watching Amber's over. I'm actually getting pissed by she keeps talking to me, and she's turning around and laughing to Bombshell that I'm making him mad. Look, I'm making him mad. It's great. Thank you. It's so good, so good. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, and I'm just going to start eating cheese now. How you like that?
It's just funny how easy it is to make you mad.
Oh, shut up!
So easy. It's like
how easy it is to make her laugh.
Can I say something?
Please.
That mom, just because we're at this place that I never thought we'd be at. I made a decision when we got her out of Cancer Treatment Centers of America, and people do not go to Cancer Treatment Centers of America. C- doctors doing D+ work. I'm telling you. Now, there's some people they've helped. But when it came to pancreatic, they basically didn't even try. They said, sorry, you're dead. Thanks for coming.
I don't think that they know. We're really on the frontier of...
It doesn't matter. They should know. If you're a doctor, and the problem with doctors and attorneys, I find, is that they seem to know everything. And if you believe in this life that you know everything, you're never going to learn anything because you already know it all. Right. So you don't have any opening. So that being said, us fighting, I made a commitment to be sitting across from your mother 10 years from last year at Thanksgiving and having Thanksgiving dinner. And it's going to be a different Thanksgiving dinner. I don't think there's going to be a turkey. We're just going to make a salad in the shape of a turkey.
Oh, yeah, she'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, but your commitment, Bombshell, to like getting her where you need to go, finding the doctor, sticking with it, never getting up at like it's way too early to make sure she made it to chemo on time. Every week, twice a week, all the time, taking care of her, bringing her food when she couldn't get out of bed. I mean, it's been selfless. 14 or 15 months of this, and you've never stopped. You've never stopped. I didn't even think you complained about it. You were like, my mom, I got to take my. You whined a little bit here and there only because you bring her food, and she'd be like, I don't want to eat this, and you were like, I'm saving her life. I'm saving her life. What you yelling at me for? You know, I don't know.
We did have a few of those conversations.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I'm giving her vegetables and she calling me devil. I'm the devil. I'm not Satan.
And then I was feeling bad because it's all my fault.
And then you. And
my mom totally blamed her.
Yeah.
Blamed
and then Amber, who's like coaching Bombshell on this, and you continuing, like when we were on the road doing comedy, you showing up with smoothies and making sure she's eating right. And I don't
driving her places
and taking her places. I don't care if she's pissed. We say at the end of the day, you're still mad at us, really? How's it going, cancer free? You all right? You pissed?
Exactly.
How pissed are you? You know, because my dad wasn't pissed, and my dad's dead. Okay, so let's just say your mom is alive, and I want you guys to know it was a team effort. Randy and everybody that committed to it. Thank you guys so much. Like, thank you that you got your mom. You got your mom. How amazing is that?
It's pretty effing awesome, man.
Yeah. And you cried just as hard the day she got the call that her mom was clean. She cried just as hard as the day she was told that she had pancreatic cancer. I didn't know what to do. I'm a guy. I'm a dumb guy. And I thought, you should be high-fiving yourself right now.
I cannot even go there. You and I both have tears in our eyes. I was about to go snowboarding. It was that day. I called you, actually. I was like, I know that we're friends, but we always text instead of talk. But I had to tell her this in person.
In person.
Whatever. Shut up. See what I mean?
Well, you called her. It wasn't in person.
Oh my gosh.
It's exhausting.
Anywho, I talked to my stepdad, and because my mom was in getting chemo and she didn't answer her phone, and I was waiting to find out what the results were because she went in. We haven't done the podcast in a while because of the movie, and they had ordered a PET scan based on her CT scan, and we had always kind of hoped for that moment because that meant that nothing was visible, and the PET scan detects cells. It's on a cellular level. It detects heat of cancer cells, and so he told me that it was gone, that there was nothing. There wasn't one. There's nothing showed up, and I started loud sobbing.
Yeah, no, it went from 0 to she just got shot. She went, and I'm in the car like, and I don't know,
he thought it was bad news.
Yeah,
What happened? What happened?
Yeah, I start freaking out, and
I told my mom later. I cried again on the phone with her. I told her, you don't realize that you've been holding your breath for a year and a half until you let it go.
Yeah,
and that was that release in me. I was just like, I was blown away. And we went snowboarding, and it was a sunny day, and I was flying down the mountain because I have a helmet now. I didn't for the first 10 years of snowboarding,
right.
Which, there's my coach right there, Ken Titus Jr. And
I wore a helmet. She just never got one. I'm sorry, Little Miss Fashion wouldn't wear a helmet. She's like, I don't want to look like that. My head's already too big. You wouldn't wear a helmet. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I said, please, Daddy,
all that hair.
get me a helmet.
I have had a helmet for like 9-10 years. You wouldn't wear one.
That's not.
You liar.
Prove it.
Oh, wow.
Play the
Like
tape.
when she was
There you go.
texting me last night,
Prove it.
pretending like she's going home.
Let me go to the
No
Skiing
mention of-
Zapruder film where you're not wearing a helmet because your hat matches your pants.
Play the tape.
Yeah, shut up.
Anyway, so I told you this, I was flying down the mountain. I had the best snowboarding day I've ever had. And I was singing, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." It was so beautiful, and my mom was going to live.
She's on the slope, snowboarding past these shredders, and she's singing hymns. It was the weirdest
Loud.
day.
I was like, "This is the day
that the Lord."
And then he went by, and I said, "Woo!" And you yelled, "Yeehaw!" We were like passing each other. It was so much fun. It was just a really good. Yeah, we're super cute
You
in
guys
our
are
big
super
giant
cute.
helmets
We are
with our
super
big
cute.
giant heads.
Yeah, we already. It's literally putting another pumpkin over a pumpkin.
Good thing you guys didn't have a kid.
I know.
No.
Can you imagine? No one would ever have me after that.
No, we
Assuming
couldn't
you
have
died
any
first,
kid.
which is probably happening.
All right, guys. So, Bombshell is cancer free, and we know that nutrition can actually cure cancer now. Yes.
Yes.
It's weird. If you say that to a medical professional, they will flip out on you. They will flip
Because they don't
out.
get
Well, I like to think
$28,000 per vegetable infusion.
That's right. Here's this. I tossed a salad. It's $32,000.
Well, some people.
Well, there you go. Depending on who you are.
I'd like to think though that it's going in the opposite direction. I mean, we're reading more and more studies
The
about
World
it.
Health Organization came out and stated that red meat is a carcinogen.
Yesterday, she sent me a U.S. News and World Report story that basically said that it's going to change the face of our economy, talking about insurance. Oh, wow. Christopher Titus has his cell phone on in the podcast. Wow. Loser.
I was using my cell phone a minute ago, and he was giving me the dirtiest
He
looks
did. I know.
ever.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. What do you have to say for yourself?
It's my podcast.
It's
Shut up.
I see how that works. But anyway, basically like that insurance, the level of insurance that we have, it's not going to be necessary anymore. It's going to change healthcare, and they directly related it to our economy, our budget, and everything like that. The cost that we spend on diseases every year is ridiculous.
Not only that, but because of what it does to the environment, all that meat
They
production,
also
what it
covered that.
does to the environment. It's going to change global warming.
They
too.
also
See?
covered that.
Yeah.
It's amazing how we can actually solve the budget crisis. And U.S. News and World Report just put this story out. And
Get that, people. By the way, all you people that are listening right now that want to eat a hot dog or a hamburger or U.S. News and World Report, check it out.
just be
Drop
mindful.
it,
That's
throw it
all.
away.
Yeah. So
Thanks for acting like a school marm. Just be mindful. Everyone just do
you
what
know
you're going to do.
just-
Grab your museum buddy and
this
be
is
mindful.
the day that the Lord. Think about it. When you start to think about
Glad
something,
you
be
read
aware
that.
about what you're putting in your mouth, and it makes a difference. So Meals at Heel is going to have a launch party. If you're in Los Angeles, it's going to be at the Toluca Lake Tennis Club on May 14th.
Okay, May 14th.
6 to 9.
6 to 9. We're going to be there. Christopher Titus is going to be tossing salads.
No, yes, I will be. Yes,
And-
I will be. Definitely tossing salad.
There's going to be food and other things, but it's just you can come check out, see what we're up
And you
to.
can donate
You can donate.
to
Pancreatic Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
be. It will benefit. It's going to benefit Dr. Isaacov's Pancreatic Cancer Foundation. And by the way, people, I'm not a big fan of these charities. You know why? Because at the end of the day, most of them do jack shit. Basically, when it gets on the percentage, it's 13%. Figure out that some of these big charities, they got $35 million or $412 million, and 13% actually went to the
This
charity.
is
to-
100%.
This is 100%.
And
that's
he's
ridiculous.
funding a cure. He's looking for a cure.
He actually said if I could get $200 million, I
Saving
can cure
lives.
cancer. He said if I can get $200 million, I can cure cancer.
And he does fundraisers. The Eagles did it one year, and Andrea Bocelli did it last year. And so we're just going to do
donate
our
money
best.
to him. Yeah.
No, we're going to do the Meals at Heel.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
What
We're
ifs?
doing.
He still
We're
doesn't
not
believe it
going
yet.
to
The
do it. We're
nutrition.
doing
Has
it.
he started? He started to come around to the nutrition thing. Is helping.
I don't talk to him about it. Everybody's terrified of him. I'm actually going to send her in to talk to him one day.
Oh,
Let her deal with
man.
him.
Maybe
You
tomorrow.
should go, Mom. That's a good idea.
I don't know if he's going to be there.
She is a different person from the forum. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna go see him tomorrow. We're gonna go. Can we go now? Let's do it now. What
Let's
are we
do
doing?
it now.
All right, guys. Well, that's
Come
what's going
see
on.
us this weekend on Thursday. We're going to be in Spokane at the Knitting Factory, and then Boise is Friday at the Knitting Factory, and Saturday is Eugene, Oregon at the McDonald Theater.
This new show is killing. I finally got that. I keep thinking it's getting better and it's done. And this weekend in Ontario, I was like, this show is now becoming a monster. What?
And we have an ad. Actually, this podcast was sponsored by your personal favorite,
Harry's?
Yes.
Do you know they sent me a new razor?
That's what they want you to talk
Oh
about.
my God, I got this new razor with this soft touch feel on it.
It's a rubber grip.
It's a rubber grip, and it's olive green, like it's military. I feel like a man shaving. I feel like I'm on the front lines of World War II, shaving with a 5-bladed razor.
And
son.
tossing salads.
That's right. I'm not tossing no salads in here, my friend. I'm shaved with my Harry's razor. My face is high and tight, ladies and gentlemen, high and tight.
So are your balls.
That's right, and they're also shaved because Harry's razor can handle the business.
Yeah. So,
All your business.
they actually, that's their new razor, I guess, because as much as people complain about stuff, right? I mean, I think we're pretty aware doing this podcast. Everybody has an opinion.
Yep.
Or doing comedy. So they said apparently people wrote in and they talked about they didn't, maybe love that the handle slid in the shower. And I'm thinking it's effing wet. You're in the water.
Right.
Like, what other razor in the world?
But we live in a society where everybody has everything they want all the time. So why don't we make it? And if you can put a rubber grip on it, put a rubber grip on it.
What did you say?
Rubber grip. Rubber grip. Put a rubber grip on it.
What did you say?
That peanut white. You will put the rubber grip on it so it won't slip out your fingers. Harry's razor. Oh, I can hold on to it now. It's so nice.
And mostly you were excited that it was military. But I will
Yeah, it was
say
pretty
this,
badass.
too, because at Crick's Mix, I sent it to my dad, super picky, my stepdad, and my brother, all very picky. And I only did it because I got $5 off with promo code Titus. So, they thought I spent more. But
That's the cool thing about it.
my super spy James Bond stepdad yesterday said, by the way, how do I get those razors? I'm out. And I was like, wow, he's in.
Because here's the problem with them. It's 5 blades. It doesn't fuck around. You shave, you're shaved. I mean, it's not the 3-bladed razor. I'm like, get the hell out of my drawer, 3-bladed piece of shit. I've got a 5-bladed Harry's razor. It is.
Serious.
I'm done. I panicked. I panicked the other day because I lost it. and I didn't know where it was. And I kind of went through all my drawers, and I found it. And it was, when you lose your keys or your phone, it wasn't quite that level, but it was enough to find my razor.
No,
Like,
I don't know what you mean, lose my keys and my phone.
Yeah, I only do that. I'm crazy. And now.
Lost your phone 4
Anyway,
times
go to
yesterday.
harrys.com, HARRYS.com. Use promo code Titus. You get $5 off your first order.
Yeah, it's well worth it. I'm not kidding. We don't take products that we don't use.
We definitely don't. You put a kibosh on one of the sex
I'm
apparatus
sorry.
websites.
AdamandEve.com. Ooh, if you know what I'm saying, like about you two women. Do women ever talk like that to guys? I see these commercials, order right now, promo code.
By the way, when Amber trains you, Amber Thompson, Art of Fitness _ LA, right?
That's it,
On Instagram.
Yeah.
She always uses that voice.
Oh my God! Push it, lift another one. 5 more,
Totally
4 more, 3 more. Shut up! I would lose my mind. I can't even hear those commercials without losing it. All right, let's do it. Let's do one news story. You ready?
One?
Yeah. And now from sea to shining sea, continent to continent, and sometimes space, it's Bombshell Rae with the Bombshell News.
Okay, wait. Kellogg's worker peed on the conveyor belt.
There you go. I think we have a winner.
No.
Not just one. We
Well,
can
I
do a
won't
couple.
do that one because you said one. I won't do that one because the majority of all the cereal they've looked at is past its expiration date, which means most of it's been consumed. So that's done.
Oh,
Let's see.
No.
That's
What?
Oh no, you said only one story.
Someone
so-
peed on the conveyor. No, we can do 2 now. Wait, hold on. We can't do number. She peed on the conveyor belt?
Is it-
She, what?
Yeah, why did he go to she? That was sexist.
Oh, yeah, but go to guy is not sexist at
We
all.
can't just
Wait,
we can't just
whip it out.
I'm sorry. You could actually squat across a conveyor belt easier than I can stand on and pee.
yeah, sure. We can just
Really?
jump right up on top of a conveyor belt and squat over it.
Okay,
no one
thank
will.
you.
No
Most
one will
women
notice.
Are not. Yeah.
By the way, my least favorite word, squat.
Squat.
It's
Squatty.
wrong.
I like that word.
Yeah, yeah.
that's 'cause you're a trainer. You also like the word burpee, which is pretty
love that
crappy.
word.
I hate that word in plank.
Burpee.
I had to do.
What other useless things can I make my clients do that I love to watch them suffer through?
When I say burpee, Rachel's always like, "What's my other option?"
You keep,
I love that I talk like an old military man. What's my other option?
I had to do like these inchworm. I had to do inchworm burpees. Like Preston makes these. You guys make up weird. You guys just make crazy
Make it
shit
up.
up. I
You
know.
just
It's
make
like,
it up.
let me see. I wonder if I can make their spleen pop out of their
Okay,
back.
okay. When I started training with her, here's 2 heavy dumbbells, 25s or 30s, which aren't necessarily heavy, but okay. So I want you to burpee back into a plank push-up, do the push-up on the dumbbells, row one side, left side. Now jump back up, jump like you do at the end of a burpee, holding
And
the
press.
dumbbells, but land on the step. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was great.
Land
I
on
haven't
the
done that in
step
so
and then
long.
shoulder press while on the step.
Do you know in Japanese prison camps, that was against the Geneva Convention? Like that you made people do that?
War
Honestly,
crimes.
the Allies, you're committing war crimes on a daily basis at the tennis club. It's crazy.
Anywho,
The Allies need to invade.
if you like Rice Krispie treats,
Oh, no.
Rice Krispie treats cereal, or any puffed rice cake products. They found a video from 2014. That's the problem.
Oh,
they
my
didn't
gosh.
find it as it was happening. Kellogg's has confirmed that the food that was affected is past expiration date, which means it's most likely been consumed because it's no longer on the shelves.
People ate Pea Krispies? They had Pea Krispies. That's what they...
Basically, we shouldn't eat anything that has an ad
Ever.
ever.
Because people
Ugh.
make it. Only eat things that Jesus makes.
All right.
That's my slogan.
Whole
Yeah,
foods.
so enjoy that, any of you that eat that stuff.
And we hear these stories all the time about someone going crazy in a Burger King,
Of
wiping
course.
boogers on this stuff. I mean,
Ew.
and you're right.
You
Why?
guys probably ate burgers last night with your burger. Boogers with your burger.
Oh my God!
We
oh my
didn't
God.
have a burger.
Now, is she fucking scolding us?
Yes.
Are we getting scolded for eating our grilled cheese with no meat?
You keep saying it with no meat.
no meat. I keep saying it. Look, he did something good. He's horrible. He's evil. Oh my God. It's like having a shitty little sister. Oh my God, he keeps saying it like it's okay. I'm going home and I'm just gonna get a Tillamook block of cheese. I'm gonna make a small wall out of a Tillamook block of cheese and just eat through it, like I'm someone trying to sneak into this country through cheese. That's what I'm gonna do.
With your Pinot Noir.
Yeah, yes, you're right. Holding a glass of Pinot Noir.
Anyway,
is it? Oh my God, is it musty and smells like crystal meth? It smells like Florida.
it is Florida.
No, what happened?
By the way, you're going to be in Florida not this weekend, but the next weekend, and I'm not going to be there to protect you. Because I speak Florida, and you don't.
Do not.
And so good luck with that. You're going to be doing Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You'll be okay. In West Palm.
this Florida driver was pulled over for doing 75 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. When he was pulled over, his name is Carlos Adonis Ramos Erazo. He refused.
Of course it is in Florida.
He refused. He told the cops basically that the reason that he was speeding, he was racing home, was because he needed to go to the bathroom. Smoothie issues.
Valid. Totally. I have a smoothie issue. There's a place out there called Smoothie King.
Which apparently,
smoothie
I
issues.
love Smoothie King.
Yeah.
That's a southern thing.
It's bad too, right?
Oh my gosh. It was fruit
Probably
and
full of
ice.
sugar. I'm just guessing.
Listening to her, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
She's-
Even crushing my
She's like a food racist right now.
childhood-
You're like a food
Just
racist. You're a
guessing.
food prejudice. You
See what I mean?
literally-
She's guessing, but she guesses only the negative. She doesn't say, "Hey, Rachel, I bet that you ate really
You're
healthy smoothies."
You're like a judgmental. You're the KKK of food now. You really are.
Not put that label on me, please.
It stands for kale, kale, kale.
Kale.
Anyway, Carlos Adonis Ramos Erazo told them that he needed to go home and go to the bathroom. They told him to get out. He said, "I can't," and refused to get out. So then he took off. He just took off, drove home while they chased him. When he took off, here's the problem. His car hit one of the deputies' arms.
Oh no!
Right.
Cops, they're not. It's bad enough that you run. Cops, you touch a cop with any. Ooh, that's
He
not good.
had to go to the bathroom.
And I'm with him. No,
You've
I'm
been
with them.
advised.
I am here. Yeah.
Deputy dog.
Hey, get out of the car.
Yeah.
Okay, and it wasn't said tough. It was said, get out of the car. I can't get out of the car. I'm not getting out of the car.
Sir, are you crying? So he got home. He jumped out
He's
of the car
crying,
to
yeah.
run inside, and he was shot with a police taser. You know, the ones with the launchy
thank God.
thingies?
Well, the good thing about the taser, it tightens all the muscles up, so maybe he didn't crap himself.
Well, he held on long enough.
Titans and then
Yeah.
Oh,
They put handcuffs on him. They put him in the back of the car and took him to
didn't let him go to the bathroom.
the station, and he pooped all over the back seat of the cop car.
serves them right.
Yeah, I got to say, there's a point where they go, okay, we're going to follow you to the next rest stop. You're going to pull over, and we're going to give you a ticket.
Come on, I have to go to the bathroom. Like,
I
what do
know.
you do?
And then to taser his ass when he got out.
That's
Man,
how you'd say it, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't pull over to. He didn't say, "Fuck you, officer." So I'm going. He's like, "I am going to poop right now."
I gotta tell you, like, I mean, I don't think I would have stopped. Technically, because, you know, I was criminal justice.
Right.
Technically, if you just, especially if you are worried about your own safety at night, you can continue at a low speed to continue to drive. Nobody, you know, say that I told you to do this. But you can continue. If they're pulling you over and their lights are on, as long as you're not reckless, you're not putting anyone in danger, you can continue to drive at a normal speed to your destination.
Even if they're going to pull it over. Even if they're doing that, you can just keep going.
Yeah, well, you know
You're
what I
not
would.
fleeing.
You're not fleeing.
I
You're
don't
staying with them.
So I would like to get. I need to get a speaker. Just
Is
go.
that what-
You go. Pull it over. I gotta poop. Pull it over. I'm serious. I'm not lying, you guys. Pull over side of the road. You don't want me to pull over the side of the road.
You would get your own speaker.
Swampy
Yeah,
everywhere.
just
I
go
was
in the back,
thinking,
Just please follow me to my house. I'll take the ticket, but I'm not gonna take with. Oh God. I got smoothie issues.
smoothie issue.
All right, so come and see us. We promise we won't talk about poop. Come and see us in Spokane at the Knitting Factory Thursday the 7th, Boise Knitting Factory Friday the 8th, and Saturday, Eugene, Oregon, McDonald Theater. The weekend after that is going to be Florida, and then the weekend after that is going to be a 4-night Montana tour.
Yay.
Billings, Bozeman, Butte. or
And,
butt and
and-
Missoula.
And check it out, guys. China study. Check it out. We don't like to bring. Look, man, I'm a cynic. I'm a comic. This stuff will save your ass. You will live longer. You will feel better. And even I'm doing it, except for the in and out thing once in a while.
Okay.
Also, May 14th,
And May 14th.
Toluca Lake Tennis Club.
Meals That Heal.
Meals That Heal Launch Club. Come check it out.
mealsthatheal.com. Hopefully
All the
coming
money
soon.
All the money goes to.
Dr. Isaacoff.
Yeah.
Dr. Isaacoff.
Pancreatic Foundation. He's curing pancreatic cancer. And guess what? We got evidence that it's working. Thanks, guys, for listening. For myself, Bombshell, and the lovely Amber Thompson. Later.
Peace out.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, she sounds so sweet at the end. She stops
Bye, guys.
sounding so.
She got her own- everybody comes up with their own thing. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Until you eat a burger, and then she's like.